Hi, welcome to another Smart Profit Maximizing Moment. My name is Wayne Belisle. I'm the Smart Profit Maximizer coach. A little bit. I've done these, and this is the first time I almost got the opening perfect in a couple of days. So keep practicing, I'll get there. Anyways, I'm a CPA working with small businesses. Have been since the late 70s, doing it through my own firm since 1991. Been doing this a long time. Worked with thousands of small business owners and really got a fantastic education from them. I basically have got an education that you can't buy. All right. I got to watch business owners that make mistakes without having to lose any of my money. I got to watch business owners try some things I would have never dreamed of that worked. I've spent a ton of money, learning how to do my business, how to run a CPA firm. We're all educated. Excuse me. We're all educated at our core competency. I was well trained, studied hard, continued to learn how to be a good CPA. Opened my business up, got 8 clients the first year. 8 tax returns, never mind clients. I think 3 of them were from one person. All right. So that's a hard way to learn that just being good at something doesn't mean you're going to be successful. As a matter of fact, I did what I call the Field of Dreams marketing method. It's a baseball movie, Field of Dreams, but one of the key things is build it and they will come. It's kind of repeated theme through the movie. And I always call that the Field of Dreams marketing method. Here I am, come see me. It's great if it would work. It seldom does. All right. As you grow your business, and we're not discussing that here, what we're talking about is the very fastest way to grow a business that you have more than 8 customers. All right, a future one we'll talk about how to get from 8 to 600 and some odd. But truthfully, you didn't have to get there. The first 25, 30, that's where you got to do some creative work. But after that, the number one fastest way to grow your business is by marketing to your current customers. All right. We spend tons of time and money as business owners, and I watch it all the time, getting new business, getting new customers, and spend very little time getting our current customers to buy more. And when I see a business owner, almost invariably, that wants to grow their business, the very first thing they do is take an ad. It used to be the Yellow Pages and and a billboard. Now it's a bunch of Google ads and Facebook ads. It's fine. I mean, they work, but the cheapest, best way is to go to your current customers. Let me tell you a little story. Stupidly, we're not going to go whether it's stupid or not. I say it was stupidly. A lot of people, we did some good. Back in 2001, I ran for the school board. One of those, I've learned a lesson. Next time I say somebody has to do something about that, I'm going to go recruit that person. Anyways, it was very political and very much dangerous to myself politically, professionally. I mean, so I had to be very careful who I brought in as clients. I had to know who they were, make sure they weren't being sent by somebody to set me up. And on top of that, it was like having a part-time, sometimes full-time job. So there was very little time to do the marketing and the face-to-face. So what I did is I sat down and I did the 80-20 rule. I ranked my clients from the top to the bottom and looked at my top 10 to 20 clients. I started there and said, what can I sell them that will meet a need that they have? Remember what we talked about earlier. Why you? All right. Why from all the choices out there, including doing nothing, should I buy from you? And that's what I did. And I went to, and amazingly, I still have 2 or 3 of those that I put the effort in it that day that are really my largest clients. And as a matter of fact, that is what I'm concentrating on this year. I'm going to my top 5 or 6 and looking at how I can help them be more successful. And that's what you need to do, all right? But really it takes a plan, all right? I really say, I break it down into 4 areas. If you want to increase sales from what you're currently doing now in your marketing, here's the, did I say 3? I meant 4. Sorry about that. I can't read forgot my own notes. Anyways, the first thing is you have to convert more of the prospects that your current marketing is already bringing to your business. All right. This is huge. When I first started, I was probably converting 30 to 40%. Now I probably convert, last time I looked, close to 85%. And when I looked a little closer, I had turned away about 5 to 10% of those myself as not a good fit. All right. So this is something you really need to look at. And how do you fix that? One of the main things to do is first figure out what your closing rate is now. You can't improve something you don't measure. So that's easy. How many prospects hit your store, your place of business, your practice, and how many of them end up being paying customers? Nothing else matters, okay? And then start working on ways to improve it. One of the quickest ways to improve it is to analyze that first contact with the prospect. Make sure you know what the goal is of that first contact. Is it to sell? Is it to educate? Is it to get a meeting with them? Plan accordingly that first contact, and then plan every step thereafter, all right? Impress upon everyone who has first contact with a prospect that your goal is to get a customer for life, not a one-time sale. All right. I don't have time in this, but in my trainings, I sit down and talk about the lifetime value of a customer. Huge. I might do a future. In fact, we'll probably do that tomorrow. I wasn't going to do one tomorrow, so this is for people that are watching this. You'll be the first to know that I actually am going to do one, and let's talk about that, the lifetime value of a customer. Script out that first contact in detail. Too often, the first contact is where the prospect has, is with your secretary or the salesperson who has no idea what they're doing as far as how to do that. So script it out. One of the retail places we went to, we've all done this, we've walked into a retail place and, salesman comes up to you, can I help you? And what's your automatic response? No, I'm fine, I'm just looking. All right? I don't want to be bothered because we don't want to be sold. We hate to be sold. We love to buy. We hate to be sold, okay? We train them instead to ask the question, hi, welcome to da-da-da. Is this your first time here? Now, that breaks that cycle of, I'm just looking. It's yes or no. All right. If it's no, it's like, cool. Thanks for coming in. Very warm. Shake their hand or introduce yourself. Let me give you a tour of the store so you see what we have. And I can answer any questions you have. Not simple, nothing there to sell. All right. It's hard for people to do that. If they say, yes, I've been here before. So, well, welcome back. Thanks a lot. We got a couple specials that you may not have seen, or we got a couple of new products since the last time you came in. What did you buy last time? Whatever. Script that out, okay? The goal is to get to take the cringe out of it, okay? To make it less of a, he's going to try to sell me, or he or she's going to try to sell me. And all I want to do is look, or all I want to do is get this one item, okay? Measure your new closing rate. If it hasn't gone up, determine why, change things, measure again, and repeat. That's literally the key to it. I'm going to shut the door, sorry. Sorry about that. I forgot to shut the door, and I expect some people to come in pretty soon. Hopefully the staff will be on time today. I don't put hard hours. Okay, I really don't. So, we're supposed to be here at a certain time, but as long as I get the work done when I need it, I don't particularly care. The second step of selling more to the current customers is you must turn your first-time customers into repeat customers, long-term repeat customers. And that's something you just don't leave it to chance, all right? Put together a plan that allows you to wow the customer. Let's talk about wow, all right? What I'm talking about here is something so different that the customer doesn't forget you. Heck, walks out of that first sale and is recommending you to somebody else. Let me give you a story about that one too, to tell you the power of wow. And I've seen it more recently. More and more doctors are taking this approach. Not enough, if you ask me. My daughter was at Baylor nursing school, and she got a flu, of course, during finals week, a flu or a cold or something. And she's trying to study and feeling like crap. She needs to go find one of those weekend doc in the box, the emergency room, quick things that usually I ended up going to because I was a klutz and a weekend warrior. Usually hurt myself with something that I was playing. And I told her to look for one of these, and she found one that she called. And they said, fantastic, thanks for calling. If you got your cell phone, we'll text you a link to our website. And she did that, and it said, and fill out all the paperwork. So while she's at home, and we'll text you within 10, how far away are you? She told her where they were, and I said, okay, that's an easy 10-minute drive, less than 10 if you catch all the lights. And here's all the paperwork, fill that out when you want. All right, she fills out all the paperwork there. She gets a text. She's able to stay at home studying. which is what she was worried about, missing 3 to 4 hours, which is what I told her to expect. And she gets a text, shows up, brings her book, because I told her to bring her book. She walks in the door, and they meet her and say, "Oh, are you Miss Belisle?" And it's, "Yes." And it's, "Oh, your appointment's back here." Sees the nurse right away. Within 5 minutes, sees the doctor. They have all her paperwork set up. She's put her billing information in there, her insurance and everything, so all that's covered. All right. Sees no wait. Sees the doctor. Gives her a prescription. Actually, has already asked at that point. Asked her what. Well, she had already told them what drugstore she was using, and which location. They had already called it in before she even reached the front, and they told her what the bill was, and she paid. She got home in 45 minutes, start to finish. Now that's wowing a first-time customer. I tell that story because I'm saying, how can you do something like that? You're not a doctor, probably. You're not a dentist. If you are, consider this. All right. But if you're not that, how can you create a situation where you wow the customer on the first sale? Walk through that whole process, because your goal is to get them to come back. The first sale should be the first of many sales. All right. The third part of selling to current customers is to get them to increase the order size every time they walk in your store. All right. Now, if you want to see how that's done, we've all seen it. Go to McDonald's. All right. Hopefully you're not going to buy 1,000 Big Macs like Trump did. You probably don't have a reason for that, when he met the Clemson people. But if you walk in there and you say, "I want a big," whatever you order, they're going to upsell you. "Do you want fries with that?" Became a joke that actually made them money. Because of all their advertising, if they didn't upsell you, they lost money on every sale. All right. Well, obviously they haven't lost money. All right. It's pretty simple. Another example that might be a little more familiar and a little more up to date is Amazon. Buy anything at Amazon, and you'll see other people who bought this also bought. Can you do that? Well, of course you can. You train your salespeople, put packages together. If they come in and they buy one product, what other products go with it? All right. Best Buy. You can't buy anything at Best Buy. I don't care what it is. Do you want a warranty plan with it? I got one offered me for something I spent $30 on. It was like a $5, $4.80 warranty plan. All right. Train yourself and the staff to ask the right questions to get the upsell. And finally, if you really want to get good, the fourth step, truthfully, of increasing sales to current customers is a little misleading. Get them to refer their friends. Well, again, I'm working with somebody who already knows, likes, and trusts me. That's the key of selling to current customers. You don't have to build a new relationship, okay? You just need to get you sell to somebody who already purchased from you before, and if you've done your job, you wowed them, all right? And they already know, like, and trust you, hopefully, or at least they don't distrust you, bare minimum, okay? So you want to get there, all right, as much as possible. So the fourth thing is to get them to refer their friends, all right? The very first thing you need to do before you do a refer, I think Dan Kennedy uses the acronym EAR. You have to earn it, you have to ask for it, you have to reward it. That's a good one to remember. Earn it means what we talked about, wow. Ask for it, well, there's a right way and a wrong way to ask for it, and then reward it, all right? So how do you ask for it? I had a portrait studio. And every time I said photographer, he got mad at me. So there was a portrait studio who basically said, every time they left, or, do you know anybody who might want a portrait? Well, you asked me that. I'm probably not going to know anybody off the top of my head. All right. So we changed the questions. Hey, any of your friends, if they came in for a wedding portrait, any of your friends getting married that we could do the same thing for them, and we'll give them a discount and give you, and that we worked out a reward system. We'll talk about that in a minute. All right. Or is there anybody having a baby? Any of your friends having a baby? Anybody having an anniversary? If it was for a wedding, your parents maybe they're there, probably paying for it. Anybody who's having a 25th, 40th, 50th, 1st, 5th, 10th anniversary? They listed the reasons that people would buy and tried to trigger. Now, if you ask me who else needs a portrait, I probably don't. If you ask me anybody who had a baby in the last couple of years, I can think of 4. right off the top of my head. And when I was younger, when my friends were all having babies too, or my relative, or my sister, and I could think of more. Okay, so do you know anybody who's getting married? And I know 2 people that are getting married. See, those questions are triggering specific thoughts. All right, and really, I'm going to add one as a bonus. And if I should have added it at the beginning, but I didn't think about it till now. Okay, a bonus way to increase sales from current customers is to stop losing them. All right, we're going to spend some time in a future lesson on how to stop losing customers, because we all do. You need to start by finishing there. Couple things, if you want to continue, please refer this, tell business owner friends of yours or anybody else who's thinking about starting a business about this smart profit maximizing moment videos that we're doing, these live webinars. Put comments here at the end, even if I don't see comments right now. I didn't see any. But if you watch it later and you want to leave comments or ask questions, feel free. I'll keep an eye on these and I'll answer them as soon as I can. As we're heading towards tax season, I'll promise to try to do it as fast as I can. I'm probably going to do these at night because during the day I've trained myself to work. We're going to talk about that on a time management one too at some point. Next, a week from the 31st, January 31st on Thursday, I'm still doing one of our Smart Profit Maximizer master sessions. So keep your eyes open for that. Shoot me an email if you want to have a meeting with me. I got a couple spots left. I've been mainly selling them to current clients, but I got a couple spots left where I'll meet you for 3 or 4 hours to sit down and actually put together a profit plan for you, help you get that off the ground. Anyways, that's a lot for today. Hope this worked for you. I know it will. All right, I've used it on plenty of clients, so I know if you take what I wrote and what I put down in here and implement it, you will definitely have an increase in sales. So, and profits. That's what we're all about, is profits. So make sure they're profitable sales. If not, call me. We need to work on that. All right, so until next time, this is Wayne Belisle saying, let's make this our most profitable year ever. Thank you very much.